The first step in your wedding planning journey is to set the date and establish your budget. Why, you may ask? Well, these two elements are like the foundation of a house. They provide the structure and guidance for all the exciting decisions to come. Choosing a date for your big day is like setting the stage. It dictates the season, which in turn influences the theme, the decor, and even the attire. Dreaming of a winter wonderland wedding? You'll want to set a date in December or January. Envisioning a colorful fall celebration? You'll be looking at dates in September or October. Your chosen date will set the tone for your entire event and, in many ways, make your wedding uniquely yours. Now let's talk about the budget. It's not the most exciting part of wedding planning, but it's undeniably one of the most important. Your budget is like a roadmap. It helps you navigate the winding path of wedding planning, keeping you on track and preventing any unexpected detours. It's crucial to be realistic about your budget from the beginning. This way, you'll avoid any financial stress and keep the focus on the joyous occasion at hand. The key to managing your budget effectively is organization. I recommend creating a detailed spreadsheet to track all your wedding-related expenses. From the venue rental to the wedding dress, the caterer to the photographer, every cost should be accounted for. This detailed tracking will give you a clear picture of your spending and help you make informed decisions. For example, if you notice your decor expenses are adding up quickly, you may decide to DIY some elements to save money. Remember, your wedding is a celebration of love and commitment, not a test of your financial limits. While it's natural to want your day to be perfect, it's essential to prioritize your financial health and future together. Having a date and budget will help guide your decisions throughout the planning process. So, get out there, set that date, and crunch those numbers. Your dream wedding is just around the corner. Once you have a date and budget in mind, it's time to tackle the guest list. Now, this is where things can get a bit tricky, but don't worry, we're here to guide you through it. The guest list is one of the most critical aspects of your wedding planning process. It doesn't just determine how many people you'll be hosting, but it also helps you understand the scale of your wedding and plan accordingly. Start by making a rough list. Write down everyone you can think of: family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, everyone. And then sit down with your partner and start narrowing it down. This part might involve some tough decisions, but remember, at the end of the day, it's your wedding. You want to be surrounded by people who love and support you. When creating your guest list, the first people you should consider are your immediate family and closest friends. These are the folks who have been there for you through thick and thin, and it's only natural to want them by your side on your special day. Next, consider extended family and more distant friends, and don't forget about your colleagues and neighbors. Now, while it's tempting to invite everyone you know, you need to be mindful of your venue's capacity and your budget constraints. Not everyone has unlimited resources, and that's okay. If you're working with a tight budget, you may need to cut back on your guest list, and that's perfectly fine. The most important thing is that you're happy and comfortable on your big day. Also, consider the type of wedding you want. If you're planning a small intimate ceremony, you might want to keep your guest list short. On the other hand, if you're dreaming of a grand celebration, you might want to invite more people. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to create a guest list. It's all about what works best for you and your partner. And once you've got your guest list sorted, you can move on to the next exciting step of your wedding planning journey: choosing the perfect venue. Creating a guest list helps you understand the scale of your wedding and plan accordingly. It's not an easy task, but with a little bit of patience and a lot of love, you'll get through it. After all, at the end of the day, it's all about celebrating your love with the people who matter most to you. With the date, budget, and guest list sorted, it's time to choose the perfect venue. This step is a big one, folks. The venue is more than just a location, it's the stage on which your wedding story unfolds. So, how do we go about selecting this all-important setting? First, let's consider the style of your wedding. Are you dreaming of a rustic barn wedding, a beachfront bash, or perhaps a chic city affair? The venue you choose should align with your vision, helping to create the atmosphere and vibe you desire. Once you've got a style in mind, start researching potential venues. Visit websites, peruse photos, read reviews. This initial research can help you shortlist a few promising contenders. But remember, photos can be deceiving, so it's always a good idea to visit the venue in person. Now, when you're visiting these venues, there are a few key things to keep in mind. First, the atmosphere. Does it feel right? Can you picture yourselves exchanging vows here? Does it make you feel excited, happy, and at ease? These may seem like intangible factors, but trust me, they matter a lot. Next, consider the amenities. Does the venue have adequate seating, restrooms, and parking? Is there a suitable space for the ceremony and reception? What about a dance floor or a stage for the band? Make sure the venue can comfortably accommodate your needs. Also, take note of any restrictions the venue might have. Some venues might have strict rules about decorations, noise levels, or end times. It's better to know these upfront to avoid any surprises later on. Lastly, and quite importantly, check on the venue's availability. If you have a specific date in mind, ensure the venue is free on that day. If your dates are flexible, you might have more options to choose from. Finding the right venue is crucial for bringing your wedding vision to life. With a little research, a keen eye, and a clear understanding of your needs, you'll be well on your way to securing the perfect backdrop for your big day. Now that the big elements are falling into place, it's time to select your vendors and suppliers. These talented professionals are the key to bringing your wedding vision to life. From the caterers who will whip up your delicious menu, the photographers who will capture your precious moments, to the florists who will create your dream bouquet and venue decorations, each vendor and supplier plays a vital role in making your wedding truly memorable. Start by identifying what services you need. Do you want a live band or a DJ? How about a professional makeup artist or hairstylist? And let's not forget about the wedding cake. Each of these elements requires a professional who specializes in their field. Next, it's time to start your research. Use online platforms, wedding magazines, and recommendations from friends and family to build a list of potential vendors and suppliers. Check out their portfolios and reviews to get a sense of their style and quality of work. Once you have a short list, it's time to reach out. Communication is key in this step. Discuss your vision, ask questions, and get a clear understanding of what they can provide. Don't forget to ask about pricing, availability, and their cancellation policy. Also, ask for references. Speaking to past clients can give you invaluable insights into a vendor's reliability, professionalism, and ability to deliver on their promises. But the most important tip: trust your gut. You want to work with people who share your excitement, understand your vision, and can bring it to life. Remember, while price is important, don't base your decisions solely on it. Quality, reliability, and a good rapport are just as important. Lastly, once you've made your choices, get everything in writing. A contract protects both you and the vendor. It ensures that everyone is on the same page about what is expected, what will be delivered, and when payments are due. Working with vendors and suppliers who understand your vision can make your planning process much smoother. So, take your time, do your homework, and choose wisely. Your dream team of wedding professionals is just a few decisions away. As your wedding day approaches, it's time to focus on the finer details. These are the elements that will truly personalize your special day and make it uniquely yours. From the decor that adorns your venue to the invitations that announce your impending nuptials, each detail plays a role in setting the tone for your wedding. Let's start with the decor. Whether you're going for a rustic bohemian vibe or a sleek modern aesthetic, your decor should reflect your personal style. Don't be afraid to think outside the box here. Consider incorporating elements that tell your story as a couple. Maybe that's a collection of photos from your travels together, or perhaps it's a DIY project that involves your closest friends and family. The possibilities are endless, and the result is a space that feels uniquely tailored to you. Next up, invitations. These aren't just a means to provide your guests with the date, time, and location of your wedding. They're also your first opportunity to give your guests a glimpse of what they can expect from your big day. The design, the wording, the paper quality. Each aspect of your invitation can convey a different aspect of your wedding theme. And of course, there's the entertainment. This is where you can really let your personality shine. Whether you opt for a live band or a DJ, a photo booth, or a caricature artist, the goal is to keep your guests entertained and engaged. But remember, the most important thing is that these details reflect you and your partner. This is your day, and every element should feel true to you. So, whether you're handcrafting centerpieces or choosing the perfect font for your invitations, always keep in mind that these details are a way to express your individuality and your love story. From flower arrangements to table settings, these details will create a memorable experience for you and your guests. So take the time to nail these elements, and you'll be well on your way to creating a wedding that's truly your own.